Um, Thought I'd tell you my other ghost story today. I was trying to think of what I could make a video on today. And I thought, I haven't told my other ghost story. I'll do that. So anyway, first, Maggie's going to say hi. Can you say hi, sis? Can you say hi? Huh? Can you say hi to everybody? Yeah? Can you see her? She's being such a good girl. Are you such a good girl? Yeah, I love you. Okay, get up in your bed. Get up on the bed. Get up and lay down. Okay, well, those of you know that have been with me for a while, I've had two experiences. Oops, my other guy's here. Just a minute. Come on. Come on, up on the bed. Come on, it's time to take a video. No, we're not going to do that yet. Come on. Come on, Max. Sorry about that. Had to let the other guy in. Oh. Those of you that have been with me for a while know that I told a Ouija board story and a ghost story a long time ago. And I had mentioned, I don't know if you remember, but I mentioned that I had one more ghost story and I would tell it later. So I thought, well, today is a good day to do that because I'm going to do my fingernail video, but I'm not ready to do it yet. So anyway, what happened was, and this was the two instances that I had where I saw the old lady, ghost, I guess is what you'd call her. And what happened is that, excuse me, I got a hair. This other instance that happened, both happened in our house that we lived in for 30 years. They were the only two things that happened that I can think of there. At least the only two things that scared me really bad. I always felt in that house, I was very happy there. I loved that house. It was where we raised our sons, and I loved that house. And both instances happened after our sons had moved out. Well, I take that back. There was one other instance that happened to one of my sons there, but I'm not going to tell that story. That's his story to tell if he chooses to. I'm not going to tell it. So anyway, not without his permission, anyhow. What happened was, as you guys know, I have fibromyalgia, and a lot of times I just don't feel good, and sometimes if I can lay down and sleep, it will help me to feel better. And sleeping in the daytime for a long time there proved to be a real problem for me because it was hard to get comfortable. And I had gone in, excuse me, my nose itches. Everything goes wrong. Colleen, it's happening. Everything that can go wrong goes wrong. Anyway, I had gone in on the bed to lay down. It was the middle of the afternoon, and my husband was out in the living room, and I was back in our bedroom. And I had gone in on the bed to lay down, and I was struggling to go to sleep. I couldn't get to sleep. I was hurting really bad, and no matter how I turned or tossed, I just couldn't get comfortable. And I just kept laying there and tossing and turning for quite a while. And all of a sudden, I felt a knee come down on the bed beside me, and I thought my husband had come in to lay down with me. And I felt what I thought was him lay down behind me. I was laying on my side, and I thought that I had my hands up like this, laying there, and I thought that he had laid down behind me to spoon with me. And that's exactly what happened. And I felt an arm go over me, But when the arm came over me, it came over me and over this arm. And it just took me a second to realize, not my husband, just shocked me. And I struggled to just I tried to scream. I couldn't get any sound out. It just went, ugh. And as soon as I struggled and tried to get up, that arm tightened just like a vice over me. And I kept struggling. It kept tightening. It was hurting me. Because of the fibromyalgia, you have what's called tender points, and I'm real sore. And the more that I struggled, the more that tightened over me, and the more it hurt. And finally, I just kind of relaxed down, and it relaxed. When I relaxed, it relaxed the hold. Excuse me. And immediately, as soon as I felt that hold relax, I started struggling again. Immediately, it viced over me again. And I realized it was spooning with me and holding me down. And if I just laid there, it would lessen its grip on me. And I started crying. I was very scared, and I started crying. And I was trying to scream for my husband. I kept hollering his name, but we had the air conditioner running on out in the living room, and he couldn't hear me. And I kept trying to get his name out loud enough for him to hear me. And this all probably happened within maybe a 20-second span, 30-second span, I don't know. It seemed like it was forever, but it can't have been too long, I wouldn't think. But I just remember it was very frightening. It was long enough for me to start crying, hollering for my husband, trying to scream. He finally heard me out in the living room, and I started saying, "Please let me go. Please let me go." And he came walking through the door, and I was saying, "Please let me go." And when he walked through the door, it let go. Now, I don't know to this day, was it him walking through the door, was it me saying, "Please let me go"? But it let go, and I was able to get up, and I was in my husband's arms in a heartbeat. I was so scared. He kept saying, "What's wrong? What's wrong?" And I finally told him what had happened and stuff, and needless to say, in that house, I never again took a nap back in the bedroom. I didn't nap unless my husband was in the room. Like if he was out in the living room watching TV, I would sit down in my chair and try and take a nap. But not alone in the bedroom anymore. I just was too scared to. Now, I take a nap during the day, everything. I have no problems. Nothing, it doesn't bother me. I'm not scared here. I don't feel any fear. So I don't know what was going on there at that house or anything. Up until that time, to be perfectly honest, I didn't believe in ghosts up until I saw what I saw and felt this time. I really didn't believe in ghosts. I didn't believe in, when people would tell a ghost story or, things like that. I really didn't buy it. Until it happens to you, you don't really believe it. And there's going to be a lot of people watch this that go, and I totally understand that. Totally. I was the same way. Totally the same way. But not anymore. Now, somebody tells me a ghost story, my first inclination is to always believe it and try and look at their circumstances and decide from that whether I believe them or not. I don't just right offhand say, I don't think so, because I've had two experiences now that frighten me. Both experiences frighten me. I'm not a brave person. Things like that just don't happen to me or never did before. Just didn't happen to me. I just didn't. things like that just didn't happen to me. And both of those things that happened, and both of the things that happened to me happened in a short period of time, living there. And then after that, nothing. So it was kind of interesting that the time span that they happened was close, and then nothing after that. But I'll tell you, I never was comfortable staying alone in that house when my husband would go out of town and stuff. Even, of course, after what had happened, I was always kind of spooked. Always afraid something was going to happen. It never did, though. But like staying where we are now, if my husband goes out of town, I'm not afraid. I'm like, maybe it's because I'm older now, and I figure if you're going to kill me, kill me. I'm tired. So, anyway, that is my other ghost story. So, I'm going to let Bubba say hi to you, and Maggie, she's been back here dancing. I don't know if she wants to be on camera or what's going on, but she's back here just dancing all over the place. So, I'll let them say hi to you, and I will talk to you guys later.
Okay, Bubba. Did I wake you up? Are you going to say hi? Hi, Bubba. He's due to get his hair cut in a few days. His hair has gotten long. Ripley got a pretty haircut. You'll have to show him your haircut after you get your hair all cut, huh, Bubba? And Maggie's laying up on my clean folded towels. Aren't you, sis? Are you laying up on Mom's clean folded towels? Are you going to say hello? Huh? Are you going to say hello up here? No? Oh, she's just shaking. She says it's time for her to eat her dinner, and she can't be bothered right now. They've been so good. It's not so hot today. It's 91 today. It's not terrible. Back here in the bedroom, it's cool. We let the house cool down a whole bunch. Excuse me. In the night. And it's been nice and cool back here. So being back here today with just the fan on is plenty cool. In fact, she might be a little bit cold with the fan running on her. So I'm going to make this short so I can shut this fan off and get them out of here. So anyway, guys, that was my ghost story, and this is Bubba's cute face. Are you being as cute as you can be? Are you being as cute as you can be? You ready to eat your supper time? Where's your dog? Where's your dog at? Where's your dog? Gotta find dog. Can you find your dog? Okay, we're off to eat dinner and find dog. Okay, bye guys.